morning, respected PD, thanks ma'am, Dr. Betu Judge from FHI and Dr. Swami from YRG and all our joint director, DHOs and all other officials from TANSACS. So as said by our JD, it was a long due. Madam was planning it for quite some time, but we could able to crack it, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. And in fact, she took all the efforts that you're taken care completely, stay, food, and all the good ambience is created. And this is mainly to ensure that this program we need to take over fully involved. See, this is missing for quite some time. So you all know most of the programs start as a pilot, expand, become a vertical program, they'll reach the goal, then slowly it will decline, then it became a smaller one. We need to integrate into an horizontal existing programs. That's your public health system. So like any other program, this also reached that level where we need to take over the remnant so that we can able to give a status of so-called elimination or so-called, it is in the public health control system, we need to do it. This is what has happened for many programs. The recent one, you all know, it's about leprosy, TB, and all those things. Previously, you would have known that the vaccination was a vertical program, diarrhea and cholera control was a vertical program. So all of the things were slowly taken over and it is a part of the public health system. So this is the way we need to handle all communicable and non-communicable disease, and this is how it has to go. It's a logic conclusion. As a district AIDS control officer, now you need to take over the full program. 2-3 points which we need to understand is that one, still it is a problem. So there is still more than 1,000 cases are getting diagnosed in our state in a general population. So that means the prevalence is there. We should not just leave it as it is. So we all know from the lessons which we learned from COVID, each and every case should be tracked to the maximum extent possible. See, then only these numbers we can reduce further. See, otherwise there will be a continuous transmission. Numbers will not come down. It's going to be a perennial problem. So the only way is whenever you diagnose a population, a positive case, see to that it goes to a logical end and track the maximum number of persons possible. So you all know it is a family contact or a social contact or extended social contact, whatever it is, we can do it. Second, in an antenatal care also, maybe around 200 cases are there, but the issue is that still there is a vertical transmission. The numbers are very less, but still the transmission exists. If you are little careless in handling it, it's going to be a challenge. See, the vertical transmission, we should not allow it to happen. See, this is a moral responsibility on us. So, in care, we are diagnosing it completely. We ensure that there's a viral suppression and there should not be any transmission. If still the baby is getting infected, it's our failure, it's our moral responsibility to do it so that vertical transmission should not happen. Maybe Satish will talk about all your 95, 95, 95. You are able to diagnose, able to suppress, all those things we need to monitor for every other child. And 2 other things which we need to handle is, we already talk about your bi-directional screening. Either it is for NCD or TB, which we need to insist upon. Particularly for the tuberculosis, not only they are more prone for infection, the more number of mortality, the relapse is also very quite common. So maybe if you are tested once, they may be negative, or over a period of time, they may become positive. So the repeated testing, it's another need in the HIV positive persons for the tuberculosis. Because the mortality, when you compare to an HIV positive, when it is co-infected with the TB, is really high. Maybe 3 to 4 times. We have a difference of opinion. 3 to 4 times higher than the mortality when you compare to a normal person with the HIV positive. So this is the another area. And the NCD as a comorbidity, it's a big prone for any other morbidity and mortality. This is also same in the HIV positive. So this is another area which we need to touch upon. These are the broader areas, but as DHOs and public health expert, my request is that please take over this program also, because the people who are affected as a really downtrodden, they need our help, and the babies who are prone for the infection, it's our moral responsibility to take care. With this, ma'am, I will give an assurance that our team is capable of doing it. Maybe they need a little bit of sensitization and regular orientation. Once it is done, they can deliver more than what you expect.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ma'am.